Hey, we're live. All right. Hello and welcome to 20 Possibilities. Uh, stuff. Last session, our adventuring duo volunteered to go rescue a child that had been kidnapped by goblins as a way for Zalston to try to redeem himself for hurling an axe directly into a kid's face in the previous session. So they set out in a southwest direction and managed to follow the trail towards the goblins. They managed to catch up to the goblins and dispatch them pretty quickly, and they rescued the kid Ari from a hole where they were keeping him. They all headed back to town where they were met by the farm folk that had recruited them. There was much praise and celebration in the street as Ari was reunited with his parents.
Complete without axe in the face.
As they were headed back towards the Swallow's Nest, the crowd following about 20 feet behind our duo, a bodiless voice said, "Well, it appears you did a good job. That's always reassuring for our firm." Zalston immediately freaks out and hurls a hand axe to his left, and with some unlucky rolls, again, the axe ends up heading directly towards Ari, who they just saved. But just before it impacts, Elias appears in front of Ari, taking the hand axe impact straight to the chest. After slowly removing it, Elias calms the crowd down and takes them to the Swallow's Nest and encourages Blaze to take Zalston to the Golden Chalice. And that's where we ended the last session. So you guys are back at the Golden Chalice.
Let me make a note of it. My floor's a little too twitchy.
Need to stop throwing hand axes. So it's evening at the Golden Chalice, and you guys are free to do what you like.
Well, I fucked up a little there. I've got to try and get a hang of that.
Yeah.
I mean, there was that kid I killed. There was that kobold that I punted. Then there was
You're a little bit on edge, pal.
Well, I don't like things getting the jump on me. It's nerve-wracking.
Well, how about we get something to drink to calm those nerves?
That sounds like a fantastic idea.
Alright, so you head to the bar, and Francesca's actually working behind the bar this evening. Luke's around, but he's not tending the bar at the moment.
Hey, Franny. How's it going?
Fappy. What's going on?
Okay, that needs to be a moratorium needs to be put on that immediately.
Franny and Fappy, my god.
Oh no, just
Hey, I didn't create. Well, I only created Francesca's name. I didn't do anything else.
But okay. Anyway, I'll have whatever you got that's good and hard. Wait.
Phrasing.
Spirits. Any spirits you got that are good and strong. It's been an eye-opening day.
She reaches down underneath the bar, pulls out a bottle of amber colour, and just kind of slides it across.
Thanks. Alright, how much are you?
It's already been taken care of.
Oh. How much has been taken care of?
Just the bottle.
Fair. I'll make some good work of that. Awesome. It's too early in the session. Not saying it. Not saying it.
Totally forgot about it until you just brought it up.
It nearly just rolled out of my mouth. I'm like, no. Too soon. I start pouring, and I'm sitting there pouring for a good 30 seconds.
So, are you staying in the main bar, or are you going to your private room?
I'm gonna sit at the main bar for a bit. I think. I don't know. I think I need to be around some noise.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'll pull up a stool next to him.
Keep me from getting too jumpy.
There's probably about, say, maybe 40 odd people in the bar at the moment. Most enjoying like a meal.
Oh, that's the thing. That's right. Food's a thing, isn't it? Should probably. Yeah, Franny, you guys do good pork knuckle here, don't you?
Usually, yeah, but tonight, no. Luke's
No?
in the kitchen tonight.
Oh, so it's not going to be so good.
Oh no, he's doing up his specialized stew.
Oh, hit me up. That stew's an absolute banger. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's been a
we're
while.
getting towards the end of the month, and we've got to use up whatever stock we've got. So.
Oh, the rest leftover gristly bits that need a long, slow cook. Yeah, no, I get it.
So, bowl for you. Did you want a bowl, please?
Yeah, I'll take a bowl.
No worries.
Wait, you can eat food?
Yeah, why not? Join in with you, buddy.
Fantastic.
Are you stay sitting at the bar and eat at the bar, or did you want to go to one of the tables? Or
Oh, I mean, I suppose I could sit at a table, but the bar seems to be where stuff normally happens. But I guess while we're eating, we'll sit at the. Yeah, we'll go. I guess we'll go sit at a table. Well, wait.
Okay.
I'll let him bring it out to me here, and then I'll go walk over to a table. I like,
Yeah.
just in case.
you wait about 10 minutes, and she ducks back into the kitchen and then comes back out with these two steaming bowls. And you look around. Most people's bowls are like, hang on, let me put the axe down. About this big. Your bowl's like half a size bigger and a bit deeper. It's kind of like a dog bowl. Like, I think that's the best way to describe it.
Yeah.
Like a dog's water bowl, kind of the big round metal things.
Yeah.
And she comes over and hands them to you, and they've got these two
basic
iron spoons.
Oh yeah. I
Like,
don't suppose I could trouble you for some dark bread too. Because that shit goes great with this.
yeah, no worries. When you go find a seat, and I'll bring it over to you.
Fantastic. All right. Yeah, let's have a look. That looks like a good spot right there in the middle.
The players at home can't see that.
Oh, right, yeah, right in the middle of the bar, busiest looking table, potentially where if anything's going to happen tonight, it's going to happen. It doesn't matter where it happens. I'll be central to the room, so I'll be closest to it regardless.
About another 5 minutes goes by, and then she comes and she drops a cob loaf in the center of the table.
Oh,
Of like brown rye bread.
oh,
The stew's got like chunks of potato, and there's like 3 different types of meat in there. It looks like it's been slow cooked all day. It smells freaking amazing. There's like whole chunks of like there's radish, which you wouldn't think would go in it, but it's kind of stewed for that long that it's almost like a potato.
Stewed radish goes quite potato-y. It's gorgeous.
Yeah,
I love it. God, making us hungry.
I haven't eaten all day, so
We got to,
Same.
you got to actually Make a note of everything you've just said and make that shit.
Some of the
sounds
cuts
amazing.
of meat are smoked for a couple of hours before put in the stew, so like this nice smoky flavour through it as well.
Fucking bastard.
Luke's
Why are you
been
doing
like
this?
working for 18 hours on this. But yeah, it's a good stew.
Mm.
And you do notice a couple of patrons look at the size of your serve compared to the size of theirs.
Oh, I immediately look at him and goes, yeah.
Especially you, Zouston, because the size of you and the size of the serve
Yeah.
you get.
Oh, don't you worry, I'll finish it all.
Make a perception check for you.
Gladly. First roll!
I don't know where my big
Oh,
dice is
dude.
gone. I was playing with it last night. 18 and 15. Alright. Both of you would hear, probably about 2 tables across, there's a current bet going on whether or not Zouston can finish all the food with the bread.
Wait. Not the whole loaf. The loaf goes between me and this, me and my buddy here. What do you reckon? The stew, half the loaf. Any
If
idea?
you can finish the stew, all that stew, and half that loaf of bread, I'll give you a gold coin.
Make it 3.
You want to do 3 bowls of stew
No.
and...
No, 3 gold.
Oh! Fuck it, yeah. Tiny man,
3 gold.
let's go.
3 gold it is. Let's fucking go. But be aware, I'm going to take my time with this because this is Luke's stew and it's fucking good. I'm going to enjoy it. I ain't just scarfing.
You see one of them's sitting there going, wait, this is Luke's stew?
Yeah.
He gets up and he goes to the bar to order a bowl. Alright, how do we do this?
You're the DM.
I keep on doing that. Alright, let me see. I will say,
Trying to remember how they did it for the pie eating contest.
I'm going to say Constitution.
Yeah.
Save.
That sort of comes down to drinking.
I will say you need to say 5 rolls.
5 rolls, con save.
Yep. After 3 fails, you're out.
Sounds good.
So 5
That's it.
rolls total.
That's it. If I fail, I ain't puking. I will fucking die before I puke. After this, you describe this stew, there's no way in hell I'm gonna let my character fucking.
First 3 rolls. First 3 rolls are over 10. The last 2 rolls are over 15 is a success. Because you start to get full.
Let's
Yeah,
fucking
alright.
go.
So roll the first one.
This is how we determine whether or not I want to keep these dice. Oh yeah.
Yep, that's a success. You are lapping in the like flavor and the juiciness of it all, and then you're like, oh wait, gotta get some bread into me too.
Bread. Yeah, gotta get that bread in.
So you start like
Oh, in the day, I'll
mixing
be
the bread
dipping
with
I'll
some
be
of
dipping
the
the bread
sauce.
periodically. I'll be dipping the bread periodically, but eventually, by the time I finish the stew, I'm just whatever bread is left. I'm just gonna be going full fucking.
Having done an eating competition once before, you definitely want the bread all gone before the stew's finished. Because if you get stuck with just bread at the end and there's no juice, it's like trying to
starts to
eat
get dry.
concrete.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. True. Yeah. You make a good point. Like I said, I'll be using the bread.
All right, make your second roll. I've lost my big
Fucking-
dice.
Ah,
20, yep.
yeah.
Yeah, you keep pace and you start seeing a few more people kind of crowding around, not your table, but the table that it was originally, and there's now side bets going on as well.
Remember, in between mouthfuls, I'm also just shouting out, by the way, people, this is Luke's stew. Go get some. It's best in the town. This is why they love me.
All right, we'll go around and make your third one. This is the third one that you have to roll over 10.
Oh,
That's a nat 1. Ouch.
it is.
All right, so that's your first fail.
I just love the fact that the first three rolls, the first two rolls, you know, the DC's lower and I'm rolling fucking high.
Yeah. And that's the thing, because, like, I mean, it works out well because,
It
you know, you're
just occurred
fresh,
to me
you're
that
like...
it just occurred to me that I wasted my super high con saves when the DC was lower. Metagaming wise, I'm annoyed by that. Good.
Yeah.
So, with the 5, you kind of...
Bit of
It
bread.
starts to... Yeah, it
Stuck in my
starts
throat.
to sit. You've hit that 10-minute mark where the wall hits and you're like, oh. And all of a sudden the bowl looks like it was, you know, the first couple of rolls, the bowl looked like it was going down and there was only a little bit left. Now you're looking at the bowl and it's like almost full again and you're
Yeah,
like,
it doesn't even look like it's half empty.
where did all this come from? Oh, and the bread is just starting to set in and it's like going solid in your chest.
Had that moment where one chunk of bread went down and it felt like someone had just punched me in the heart.
Yeah. So, roll your
Here we go.
fourth one. I mean, technically, if you succeed on this, you have succeeded in the challenge because
Yes.
you can't
Pretty
get
good.
3 fails. But you did roll a natural 1.
Yeah.
So, you start to pick up the pace again and you...
Oh yeah.
kind of
There it
like,
is. There
alright,
it is.
I can't slow down. If I slow down, I'm going to stop. If I stop, I'm fucked. So
Oh,
you pick up
that's
the
a
pace and you'll start going through, and then you chew into this like clove of garlic that
Oh yeah.
bursts the flavor that's been smoked, and you get this like re-energized smoked garlic flavor, and it just adds another layer to the flavors that you've been eating, and it's a change from the kind of meaty essence, and then you get this like bop.
Full disclosure, I don't care who out there ends up seeing this, because it's just us at the moment.
Us.
I don't care who else out there in the world ends up seeing this. Anyone out there who doesn't find that idea of smoked garlic like that an absolutely amazing thing, then yeah, I don't want to know you. That is one of the greatest things in the world. Just saying. Anyway, final roll.
Yep, final
Right.
roll.
Oh, don't fail on this one.
I will drop it back down to 10 because
No, it doesn't matter.
doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Oh yeah,
So-
I just take my time with those last bits. Just I'll make sure the bread is nicely soaking up the last. bits of
As
the juice.
you're finishing it up using the bread, Luke has come out of the kitchen. He walks up to your table as you're like finishing it up, and he just looks at you and goes, "That was the entree. You ready for the main?"
Certainly, but first, where's my goal?
You look around and
I
you
did it.
see the guy that originally made the bet with you collecting coins off all these people around him, and then he walks up to you. He goes, "There's your 3 gold, and there's another 10 gold, because that was the best bet that I've had in a long time." And he just like you got halfway through, and he's like, "He's gonna fucking do this." So he started betting on you with everyone around, and everyone's like, "No, he's gonna fail," and he just raked it in.
That's the point where that's the reason why you flounder in the fucking third in the third round, just to really fucking look like as oh no, not gonna do it, not gonna do it. It brings more money in, man. And
But yeah, Luke looks at
Yeah.
you and goes,
all right,
Well-
yeah, hi Luke. No worries. I'm ready for my dinner now.
"I will say thanks for that, because of you I sold at least another 15 bowls." And he goes, "Your next drink, both of you." And he looks at Blaze. While this has been happening, what have you been doing? Have you just been
I've been sitting there like
I'm
casually,
I'm assuming he's just
just
sitting there going like this.
eating my bowl. My wings like sort of dash in front of my face to like shield me from the splatter that is Elston, going into this thing
Oh,
every now
no,
and then.
how dare you? Do you think I'm spilling a drop of this? But yeah, no. Fuck it, I'm saying it. Yeah, no, Luke. Like I said so many times, you are the salt of the earth. This is the best stew.
Fuck, man, you couldn't even make it like half an hour in. Actually, that's not true. 30 minutes and 30 seconds.
See, I made it half an hour.
But 10 minutes of that is the countdown, so it's only 20
I don't
minutes
care.
in.
But yeah, that was worth it. That was a worthy salt of the earth.
True.
Just saying. You are, Luke. You and Franny, best people in this city. This is the best stew in the city. That's why I tell everyone.
Well, I only get a chance to do this once a month, and that's to use up the last of our stocks before the next shipment. And
I'll do everything I can to make sure that you make a crap ton of money that month.
the upside is I get to do what I love for a change, and spend a good, really a day and a half preparing all the stuff.
Oh yeah, and that's why it is so good, my friend.
If you do ever come across any bulk things of dry herbs, I'm always willing to buy some because I can always use them.
Dried herbs. Let me, Luke.
Something that we wouldn't get in this town. Like if you go somewhere and they've imported it from, where's the map gone? I mean, so anything imported from like Rockdale, Weldrake, or Hakala, which is the other continent across the sea, which you don't like. Futar, which is the. So Dorelia is like. Actually,
You're gonna have to, bring up the map. Let me see those names and tell me so that I can add them to the notes. Because
Yep. All right. So I'm gonna bring the viewers along, which is us.
yay!
Yeah.
Oh, Rackdale, Weldrake, and
So,
Hakala.
yes. So you've got the other continent, which you've got Rockdale, Hankala, and Weldrake.
Just for the hell of it, can we call that Rackdale and not Rockdale? Because Rockdale sounds a bit too much like Rockdale, which for
Sure.
us Sydney siders is as unexotic as.
Hey,
Sydney.
Dana. Thanks for joining. But yeah, so like,
I'm sure Dana would agree that Rockdale doesn't sound like a particularly exotic place to go.
well, you haven't been there, so you don't know what it's like. So it may be not exotic, full of. Nope, not finishing that. So, the spices that mostly that Luke gets are from the port in the top end, like north end of Dorelia, which
Right.
mainly come from Fortar.
Oh, how?
When I create these names, you'd think I'd know how to say them.
Well, you just add a bunch of
Fortair.
letters in before you consider what the pronunciation might be. You spell them, you don't pronounce them.
Craven Breach doesn't actually produce many like herbs. Nothing. The same kind of herbs that you get at Craven Breach and spices are the ones that Dorelia grow. Avaton and Fatar have more variety, and you don't know what kind of spices come from like Rockdale. But yes, so
I'm
he's
trying
asked
not to go there.
Simba,
So I take it
everything the
it's
light
pretty much
touches.
it's pretty much on that continent that I've got to try and find Fusaka. No.
No Fusaka. Spice? Do you use
Spice?
spice?
You spice? Shout out to Critical Role.
So anyway, yeah, he asked if you ever come across, like, you don't go looking for, but if you
I've
come
said,
across,
on the lookout for new herbs and spices, especially
Yeah.
from Rockdale, Weldrake, and Hunkala. Oh yeah, I'm
bless you.
pouring into my bottle again. Pouring from the bottle into my cup. Just
He has supplied this one for you.
this is oh. Oh right, yeah, I'll take it from Luke. I was gonna say this does just me preparing my next drink from the bottle that Fran gave me.
Did you add 13 gold into?
I did.
All right, cool. So the
I'm
rest of
sure the guy I made the bet with made a fuck ton more.
Yes, he did. Like, this is middle class, kind of. So, Swallow's Nest is lower. This is middle. You haven't really gone to upper class. But, like, gold is... It's a large city. Gold is actually not that uncommon in this city.
Oh, I liken it to Swallow's Nest is pub in Dapto.
Yeah.
The Golden Chalice is a pub in the Sydney CBD.
Yes. So there's probably that's the analogy, yes, but money wise.
But actually, yeah, Sydney
Yeah.
CBD is ridiculously overpriced. Never mind.
But yeah, effectively. So
Wollongong
anyway,
CBD.
we digress. You guys, the rest of the night, there's no issues. Everyone seems to be getting along. You have a few drinks. Was there anything you guys wanted to do?
I'm just enjoying unwinding, but and enjoying also just being, unwinding, being
really.
being unwound and not twitchy
Yeah.
Which, at risk of giving the DM ideas, this would be the time for someone to get the drop on it. That's not an invitation.
Sounded like an invitation. No. So, throughout the night, you have a few drinks. You have a few drinks bought for you, Zouston at least, from people that had, like, kind of been watching you eat, and they're like, this guy can put fucking stuff away. Let's see what else he can put away. And so they start trying to, like, not get you to drink as many drinks as you can, but they're like, let's see if we can get him drunk enough because we know he's got at least 13 gold on him. And
that's my fucking gold, you motherfucker. That's my gold, you bitches.
But you are an experienced drinker, and you manage to hold up and, keep that level of maybe not sobriety, but
Also, while I'm still completely sober enough, I pretty much just say to Blaze, here, I'm going to hand in my gold for the time being and say, here, just in case I get too drunk, hold this for me.
Not a problem, friend.
No one's robbing me tonight.
except Blaze.
Except Blaze. Potentially. That's up to him.
What 13 gold? I don't know what you're talking about.
13 gold? I just gave you my whole gold pouch.
Oh, right. Okay.
Like I said, I'm smart enough to know that before I get too wrecked, a trusted friend needs to hold on to this.
That's fair enough.
Hey, look at that. You're a trusted friend.
Hey! I think we've been through enough.
We've nearly died together a couple of times.
It's been, what, like, maybe 2 weeks?
2 weeks, and we've nearly died a couple of times together.
Hey, look, it took me one night to become a trusted friend of Jeff's, so...
Exactly. So,
But yes,
the
rest of the
boys
night...
and I go way back.
The rest of the night goes by without issue. The bar starts to empty out. It's probably been about 4 hours since you ate, and as the bar closes, you guys are the only two left. Francesca's been sent home. Luke comes up to you and goes, "Look, I've still got like a couple of scoops left of that stew. Did either of you want some? Either now or for breakfast."
I'm fine.
I definitely think that for breakfast will sound good. Normally, I go get some greasy shit from what's his
Swallows
name?
Nest. Otis.
Yeah, I normally get some greasy shit from Otis, but yeah, I think this time round, Otis knows what time of the month it is. He knows that I'll be here enjoying your stew.
No worries, I'll
see him every other
actually,
time.
yeah, tomorrow morning you'll have a nice surprise for breakfast. It'll be good. I have an idea.
That sounds ominous.
No.
I like it. I like it.
Anyway, rest up. As always, don't touch the ale, don't touch the spirits.
Oh,
But
no, don't. I definitely think
Yeah.
I've had enough for the night.
I'm gonna head to bed because I haven't been to bed for like a day and a half, and I'm fucked.
Well, you've been busy, my friend. You've been busy. You want me to close up for you?
Oh, it's already closed. Everything's locked up, but because you guys have the private room
Right, yeah.
on the bar floor, he's kind of like looking at this as you guys are kind of like added security. He knows that you're not going to fuck him over.
Yeah, and not only that, if someone tries to break in and do some shit,
Yeah.
it's going to wake me up. And I'm going to cut their legs off.
Throw an axe at
At
him.
least their feet. I'm gonna
Damn
cut
children.
their feet off.
Souston hates children, apparently.
No, he fucking doesn't.
Children and old people. So, Luke heads off. You guys are alone in the bar. There's about 3 lights still on around like they usually are.
Alright,
Are you guys heading to bed?
Do those lights stay on, or are they?
Yeah, usually they keep. They're like
Couple of everburns.
they're magically everlights. They're kind of
Enchanted
yeah.
so that they keep burning with it. Don't actually burn anything. They just
Yes.
light. Alright, cool. No worries. Alright, well I think we're done. Before I forget, thanks for holding on to that for me, Blaze. You're salt of the earth.
Holding on to what?
I hand it back to him, of course.
Legend, mate.
Alright, well,
Don't
do you
even
think we
bother
should
counting it.
call it here?
Good session, guys. All right.
I could call it a night.
Yeah. I think it's time to go to bed. This has been a good night. It's been good unwind. I think I've needed this. The last few days have been a little stressful. I mean, fun, but stressful. So no, we needed this. I think. How are you doing? You still getting the red you need?
Yeah, I've still got more than enough, so... Sometimes I slip it into my food, sometimes I slip it into my drink, but tonight I just wanted to enjoy a little bit of the normal culture and...
And normal food too, yeah. It's
Oh,
good.
yeah.
It's good fucking stew, isn't it?
Out of curiosity, like I know you don't need to eat food to survive, but do you get any enjoyment out of eating? Like, do you get the flavors, or is it kind of like everything I put in my mouth is ash, and I'm doing this to keep up appearances.
No, it's basically like
Questions I probably should have asked out of game, but
yeah, no,
We're
no,
here
it's all
now,
good.
so why does not?
So
Yeah.
yeah, basically with Dampiers, like they're because you're technically not a full vampire, so you're still half whatever you are. And yeah, you can eat food as normal, it still tastes normal and stuff like that. It's just whatever selection that you choose to, quote unquote, feed on, it sustains you like you need to have it, and it's just infinitely better than anything else you can possibly taste.
so like this stew, if you weren't a Dampier, this stew would have been fucking amazing.
Yeah.
But it was just, it was okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Still
it's
not as good
okay.
as blood.
It's
Yeah.
still not as good as that fresh baby sheep or cow or whatever it was blood.
Yeah. It was some sort of infant.
Yes.
I didn't ask questions.
Yes.
So I guess my question to him is, I says, yeah, but for mortal food, it's not bad, eh?
Yeah, that's for sure. It's definitely creative. I've had my fair share of, mortal food and whatnot, but yeah, this was definitely
I
a
nearly said
surprise.
human food, and I realised I'm not.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah,
Homer
it's definitely a
food.
surprise.
Yeah.
Right, so do I do this now? I think I should do this now because I've just forgot about it and it's gone on long enough. So yeah, as we're getting up and I guess making our way back to the bedroom, walking past the candle lights, flickering as they do, my long stretched shadow that's like, dancing between each light along the wall changes after every second light into a small kid. And then back to me, and then back to a small kid, and then back to me.
Zalston, roll a perception check.
I mean, he is heavily drunk as well, and I was like...
So I will say perception check at disadvantage.
Well, there's the first roll.
I fucking love this place. 18. I will say
that's
that...
an 8. That's an 8.
8, yeah. Sorry. I haven't eaten today.
Because I'm praying. Let's face it. I was hoping to fail that roll.
You wanted to succeed.
I wanted to succeed, did I?
Yeah.
After everything I've had, do you think I want to be dealing with another kid right fucking now?
It could make
it makes sense. It's good that it went this way. It's good.
Yeah.
We get one good night.
I get one good night, yeah.
So, Blaze, I need you to roll a perception check. I take it you weren't hitting the booze as hard as Alston.
No, plus I can see it.
Oh, he's gonna fucking notice it.
Yeah, you notice your shadow.
Mm-hmm. So as I look over and notice it out of the corner of my eye, I just quickly dart back down and look down at Zalston. I'm assuming he's just sort of stumbling in a drunken haze.
You're kind of leading him along to your guys' private room.
And as I'm walking, I just sort of pull my wing over to the side of wherever my shadow is casting, just to sort of block it a little bit.
Yeah.
It looks like I'm sort of just curtsing him into the room.
Yeah.
I'm trying to be a good friend.
Yeah.
So you guys make it into the private room, and I will at some point actually put beds in here and fix it up. I just
imagination.
Yeah. I keep getting distracted. I've got this really shiny set of dice next to me.
Look at it. At the end of the day, the only real reason we'd ever actually need the grid is if we get into a fight in here.
Yeah. Oh, it's not so much that... Yeah, the grid's automatic, so I don't have an option. But, like, I would like to kind of make it how I see it in my mind.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
But yeah, and a lot of the time I will not have this screen up for viewers. It'll just be for players so they can kind of get a layout. But anyway, moving on. You guys head to sleep?
Yes.
Yeah.
So, Yep, you head to sleep. Nothing happens over the night. You wake up the next morning. Who wakes up?
I think I'd wake up first.
I reckon he'd probably wake up first. I'm gonna wake up late. I had a bit. Although, wait, no. I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the fucking night when the alcohol wears off.
You wake up halfway through the night in a combination of booze sweat and meat sweat.
Oh no, I just gotta dry them out.
Yeah, but you've been like sweating in this room, and it's just like that. It's almost like an oil pouring out of your pores.
And it smells like roasted garlic.
Yeah.
Oh man, garlic sweats are the best. And there's the name of this session.
What?
Garlic sweats are the best.
Oh, I thought you meant it went stupid. So.
No, zero regrets, man. Zero regrets.
Yeah, because you succeeded. Anyway, you wake up in the morning to a tiny knock on the door.
Right.
Nope. Someone's at the door.
I got it. As I sort of just wave my hand as if to say stay in bed. Go over to the door and I open it up.
As you open it, you see a small child that you recognize as Ari from the
little
previous
buddy.
day.
How you doing this morning?
He kind of looks at Souston almost. He's like kind of half takes a step, and he looks at you, Blaze, and goes, and you see this kind of moment in his mind where he's like, I've made a mistake. And he's like, so I was, well, when the goblins took me, I managed to get this, and he pulls out this like piece of ripped parchment, and it's like folded and scrumpled and stuff, and he's like, I managed to get this off one of the goblins that was there, and I didn't know who to give it to, and all I know is you guys, so you rescued me, so here. And he like hands it up towards you.
Blaze is close, so I suppose he'll take it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you take it?
Thank you, little one.
And he's like, ah! Fucks off.
That could be important. Thanks, kid. I shout down the hallway as he runs away.
Alright, so I simply close the door, sit down on the bed, and uncrimple this paper.
Written on it in surprisingly good handwriting is 3 children, in brackets, preferably alive, but dead will also be accepted.
Shit.
5 chickens, 2 pigs. These items are to be brought back to your master before sundown 4 days' time. Failure to complete will result in death.
Well, looks like a bunch of goblin orders.
Then you
Hey,
only had
Leo. Woo!
Woo!
Sorry, got a bit excited.
Watch and chat while driving. Awesome.
I think he's heading to a sea shanty thing tonight. Which
Oh,
will be
jealous.
Great. Yes, so anyway.
I definitely think Elias needs to see this.
I think so.
Both of you make a... I really need to remember things. I'll say insight.
Alright. I'm a barbarian. Why is my insight so good? I mean,
I have no idea.
I got some good
All
rolls. I
right.
mean, I've got to show up dump stat, but I got some good rolls. I got
Even
some
with
good
a
stats here.
14, this, from what you know of goblins in the area at least, this is the handwriting's far too neat.
Hmm.
And this looks like it was scribbled quickly, but it still has that polished kind of.
This wasn't a goblin.
No, this appears to be either maybe a mage goblin or something with more intelligence than the goblins you've come across.
Yeah. At the risk of sounding racist, this is far too tidy for a goblin. Goblins have got shit handwriting. Everyone knows it.
They're
Yeah.
all thumbs.
They can barely write.
But yeah, so you kind of gather that this is instructions for them to collect and, from what it said, return to master.
I definitely think we need to figure out who this master is. Time to make it. Stick our heads in and talk to people at the AES
Yeah, I think so.
after breakfast, of course.
Of course.
So you head out for breakfast, and Luke sees you come out of your room. He's kind of been like at the kitchen kind of doorway, so kind of here, which people can't actually. There we go. Kind of here, like waiting for you guys to open the door.
Yep.
And as soon as your door opens, he goes back into the kitchen and comes out carrying 2 plates. And he's like, "You guys really need to try this. Take a seat, take a seat." And it's like he has the expression of a kid on Christmas morning.
That guy ain't there.
This guy's not here. He brings over. It is like rye bread cob, but it's not cob size, it's smaller. So it's like kind of between a single bread roll and a cob.
Size of a cereal bowl.
Yeah, the top's been cut off, the center's been gutted, and he's filled it with the stew, a poached egg,
Oh.
fried bacon, and then he crisped up the top that he cut off and put it on top.
Oh my god.
And he's like, he looks so freaking happy with himself. He's like, I've eaten 2 of these this morning.
Luke, I take one look at it and just it's like, Luke, I don't even have to taste this to know this is amazing.
But it gets better. So if you
How could it possibly get better?
take the crispy top and use it as a stabby bit, the egg yolk is actually runny and it like goos into the rest of the stew and you mix it around. And
I hope you're writing this shit down, man.
don't need to, I'm recording.
Fucking
I'm so hungry.
never DM it on an empty stomach.
Unless you want to make a cookbook and then always DM on an empty stomach. But yes, so
Oh my god.
that someone's going to end up being me because I will end up having to make this for you at some point. But yeah. So you guys eat your breakfast. It is freaking amazing.
Takes us another half hour after breakfast before we can walk anywhere.
Yeah. It is a solid meal.
Time for a power nap. Oh god, Luke, you're a fucking genius. Fucking genius. That was amazing.
And at that, you see Francesca that's sitting in the kitchen, and she's like half asleep, just kind of vegged out on the table, and she's like, "How am I meant to work after eating something like that?"
Just give it like an hour. It's only us here so far. Let's face it. You could sell this, and then people would have to stay a lot longer, buy more drinks in the meantime, while they wait for it to all settle out before they can even get up and walk. This is a gold mine you're sitting on here.
Well, you're gonna have to wait another month before you can try it again.
That's fine. I think it might need to be another month before I can eat it again without and survive.
But yeah, so you manage to eat your food, recover from eating your food, and you head out. So,
But it's probably about 11 in the morning.
it's still early. It's probably about 10 o'clock by the time you actually leave.
Okay, right. All right. Sorry, breakfast about 6. Okay. 7.
So where are you guys headed?
AES, I'm thinking, unless you got no other ideas, Blaze.
Nope, that sounds like a plan. We definitely need to get this to Elias ASAP because
If only to apologise for hitting him in the chest with an axe.
well, that too.
So you make your way uptown towards.
Girl.
It crossed my mind when I said it, and I was like, I'm not going to do it.
But I will.
So, you head up towards the AES, and you guys have been there many a time now, so find it easy enough. Outside the building still looks like a 2-story kind of basic, nothing fancy. It's got double open doors as you enter. It's a corridor down to a reception desk, and then it kind of splits off either side. And you do see one of the kobolds sitting behind the desk as you enter.
Hey, Pete.
No, I am Repeat.
Yeah, I figured that was going to happen. If I'd said repeat, they would have said, no, I'm Pete. I fucking know.
No, I still be Repeat.
No, above table. That's above table talk. Fuck you.
Table?
You would have. You would have.
I am at level of table. Because fuck you, uptown girl, bitch.
I'm not drunk enough for this.
Yes. Actually, no, it was always Repeat.
Yeah. It was actually, yeah, fuck. Yeah. Alright, we need to see Elias. We got some information that may be crucial about some goblin activity.
That is very convenient, because, Elias needs to see you.
Oh, I'm sure he does. I did hit him in the chest with an axe yesterday.
Oh, no. Not about that.
Oh, actual work. Alright, cool.
Pete is with him now.
Alright, do you need to show us the way, or is it the same as yesterday?
Oh, it's different. It's always different.
Right. Yeah, see, I'm starting to catch on.
Give me 2 seconds. And he kind of ducks down behind the desk. And you hear like a clicking sound. And you see these glow in the dark kind of like lights, like the exit lights in a movie theater light up.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, follow light. I can't leave.
Follow the lights. I heard once that you shouldn't follow the light, but no, you know what? Never mind. All right, following the lights.
So the lights take you down the left. It's always the left.
To the
Um,
left.
Then you go to the right, which leads to a staircase, which goes up, and then up, and then up. So you're 3 floors up, and then you go another floor up, and then it's a really long corridor. No doors.
Fucking
And
changing hallways.
yeah. And then there's this one door at the very end, which is the same door that it always is. Which is like it's got that like cut out frosted window on it. It's got Elias's name on the top. And just like a basic office door.
Right. Okay. Tappity tap tap tap.
Come in.
I enter.
As you enter, he kind of covers his chest.
Oh, shit. No, it's okay. No. I had a good unwind last night.
I heard. Congratulations on the finishing of your stew.
Oh, I mean, you've had Luke's stew, haven't you?
Who do you think gave him the idea for the recipe?
Oh, you told him about the thing with the bread?
No. The thing with the bread.
Oh, my friend. If he's got any left after we had this meeting, go talk to him. He had a moment of genius last night.
One second. And you see him like open up his desk drawer. Make a perception check. I do this every time.
Yeah, one day we'll notice.
Not with that, I won't.
Yeah, we always have cursed rolls when it comes
15.
to this.
With a 15, he opens it enough that you see there's like a panel that has maybe buttons, but you're not quite sure from that viewpoint. But that's more than you've gotten before. But he kind of opens the drawer a bit more, ends up pulling out a stone, and he like does this, traces this rune pattern on the stone, and goes, I believe that you need to head to the chalice and acquire me a... Hang on a second. He looks at Zalston. A what?
Bread bowl stew.
A bread bowl stew. And then he puts the stone back into his desk and he closes it. Oh, I would like
I
to...
don't think he's actually named it yet, but you say that, and I am sure he'll know what you're talking about.
I'm sure I will. I would like to apologize for yesterday. You were quite on edge when I approached you.
It had been a stressful few days, yes, but honestly, I should be
Yes.
apologizing to you. I should be trying to control that twitchiness so I'm not hurling axes at little children.
I mean, yes, but under the circumstances, I probably should have waited until you had, relaxed a bit before speaking, either or both of you, in a unlead version. Luckily, I was able to act quick and avoid any damage or serious repercussions with farm folk. And after emptying quite a bit of purse at the Swallow's nest, I'm pretty sure Otis is fucking with me. But I was able to smooth things over and there will be no issues further.
What happened at the Swallow's Nest?
So he took all the farm folk that were following you guys to there and ended up having to buy them rounds over and over again to kind of smooth out the fact that you, one of his employee, had tried to because they didn't see him, they didn't hear it, they just saw you suddenly turn and throw an axe at Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
Look,
Well, hey, Otis is making money off of me and my actions, so that keeps Otis liking me. I'm happy with that.
Anyway, was there a, actually, I was going to send for you, but it's kind of fortuitous that you've appeared.
Yeah, yeah, about that. That kid we saved, he
Yay!
got
Hi,
something
Nelio.
off. Hey, no. Yeah, that kid we saved, he got something off the goblins.
Uh, something?
Yeah,
What?
kind of like a shopping list, and I handed over to him. Well, I'm assuming Blaze has it actually. Blaze, you got it?
Yeah, I hand it to him.
Yeah, hand him this thing, I suppose.
Uh,
Yeah.
he takes it and he uncrumples it, looks at it.
And I'll continue. Now, at the risk of sounding racist, but that doesn't look like goblin scroll to me.
He kind of extends one of his fingers, like elongated fingers up to kind of shush you, while he opens up a second drawer, pulls out like 3 scraps of other paper, and he's like, and he starts comparing, and he's like, well, Pete was able to find similar pages in the cabin where the goblins had taken the other kids. Which leads me to believe that the goblins are working for a higher up witch. And that would explain why they are becoming more brazen and actually coming closer to the city than they usually do.
Right.
Which is highly unusual because they tend to stick to the outskirts of like the forests and stuff.
And
stuff.
stuff. Stuff and things.
Whereas now you're more likely to hear of goblin sightings near Savannah or even up towards Threlia, which is very unusual.
Sounds like they're
Yeah.
getting more organized or more brazen.
But they all do seem to be coming from the direction of Savannah. So maybe I could entrust you with heading back towards there and seeing if Armando has any more information of recent goblin interactions.
That definitely sounds like a good idea. I'm sure. I'm sure there's an old fella out that way who'd love to help us out too if he could.
Are you talking about one of the guards?
Yeah, there's an old dwarf out that way. I think. Hang on. Checking my notes. Asher.
Oh, yes.
He was really bummed out that he couldn't come with us on the last one. I'm sure he'd love to help us, and I'm sure he'd be invaluable. If we can get if we could somehow sway Armando to leave, to let Asher come with us. Although Armando might probably want some extra reinforcements out that way.
I mean, look. There's a reason that Asher isn't working in Dorelia.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
But I do have a bit of sway, and I may be able to convince a few parties to send some extra guards that way if you do require his assistance.
Well,
However,
put it this way. That box we got back for you. We probably might not have been able to do it if it hadn't been for Ash's info.
he is very good at his job. He is very hard to control, and that is why he no longer is allowed to work within our town's perimeter. However, he seems to have made a good job for himself at Savannah. So
Effective blunt instrument. So,
yes, I am happy to write down on a piece of parchment here our ability to send support down if needed. I do have a bit of sway with the council, and I'm willing to use that. But what I will ask is, before you hand this parchment to Armando, find out what he knows. Find out if there's any information. It may not be coming from that direction. I do not want to have to use a favor chip for an uneventful cause. You understand?
Blaze, you getting this? Sorry, I glazed off a bit. I go in and out.
I forgot the barbarian has a fucking attention span of a fly.
No. To be fair, I'm better than most. I have the attention span of a canary.
And, like a canary, can be used to work out whether or not there's gas in the chamber.
Oh yeah,
So,
100%. Send me in to go mess shit up. That's my thing. But that's why
Blaze,
Blaze is
do
so
you
useful. He's a smart
understand?
boy.
Yes.
Fantastic. And he takes a piece of parchment from a stack that has, like, how do I... It's... It's a stack of paper that, when it's all together and sitting on his desk next to him, you can see, like, AES logo smack dead in the center of the piece of paper. Which, for a secret organization, not so convenient. He writes on it.
That's not very clandestine.
Yeah, he writes on it, tears it off, and as he tears it off and hands it to Blaze, you receive a blank piece of parchment. Just
blank.
let... It's completely blank. He's like, just let Armando know that Elias has sent this. He'll know what to do.
Okay.
Again, though, unless you find reason to pursue that direction, do not use this, because I really do not want to waste a favor with the council.
I mean, everything's pointing towards Silvano and areas around there. So we've got. I guess we did get all the goblins. We need to maybe, I guess, take one alive.
If you're capable of doing that, possibly. I do
I
have...
mean, I could try.
We do have cells in this building, and ways of making creatures talk without causing too much disturbance to
I
their
mean, if
being.
I twist my axe like that, I can bash him in the face instead of chopping his head in half. So I mean, I could, first time for everything, I guess. I'll give it a go.
Look, if you could bring one back, fantastic. If not, any information will be much appreciated. Also, you may see Pete or Repeat out doing scouting while you're around. Just keep an eye out, because they will be able to relay messages to me or me to them if they see you. Just, if you happen to see them.
Yep. All right.
Was there anything else that you wish to discuss?
Nope, that sounds pretty good. We've discussed the thing. What was it you want to talk to me about? Was it this thing with the goblins?
Yes.
Right.
I was going to bring up the fact that I sent Pete to the goblin caves that you rescued
And
the children
found
from
the-
and found
right.
papers. So it's
Cool.
kind of coincidental.
Yeah,
Fantastic. I
no,
love it when
definitely.
it happens like that.
Corroborate, confirmation of what you found. Yeah, that it's great when it works that way. By the way, I'm assuming we got a long rest because
Yes,
yeah,
mark off a long rest if you need to.
which means I'm no longer exhausted
Yay!
Yay!
because that
And
was
you
the
get
thing
all
that
your
happened,
rages back.
and I got all my rages back. Thank God. Forgot to do that before
I
the
really hope
housekeeping.
that's not as loud as it says the razor it is on the microphone pickup. Sorry if it is.
What? What, the
opening
can
my
opening?
drink.
Oh,
Yeah,
that sounded alright to me.
it goes full red on my screen.
Yeah, but let's face it. Sometimes our thing is through my microphone I can hear birdies outside, but you guys can't. So,
I hear birds.
well, you heard the lorikeets just then.
Yeah.
Okay, never
Yeah.
mind.
Anyway, we get
Bad example. They're jerks.
we get distracted a lot. So
Oh yeah.
you guys heading out of Elias's office?
I believe we are done here. Unless
Yep.
Blaze has something he wants to say.
That's it.
As you guys leave, he kind of like taps on his desk, and as you open the door, it is a set of stairs directly behind the door. There's no
He's
hallway
gone.
that you walk down. It's just a set of stairs.
Right. It's not confusing at all.
Just head down the stairs. You'll know where to go from there.
Okay.
As you head down the stairs, you see the familiar front doors, like directly at the bottom of the stairs.
Okay.
So you guys head out onto the street.
Yep.
Yep. Alright, so what's the game plan here?
Probably should have checked for potions with Elias before, because there's a good chance that our regular guys haven't had a chance to restock
Triple
yet.
T.
The triple T, yeah, the triple T probably haven't had a chance to restock yet, and
They did say it was going to be over the next couple of days, and that was when you were leaving.
so it might be worth going and checking with them. Yeah, all right. Let's go hit them up, clean them out again, and head out to Silvano. At least that's what I'm thinking.
Yep, that sounds like a plan. Go through, pick up supplies, head to Silvano.
Alright, so you guys make your way towards... just had that pause for a second waiting for the... Make away.
I was typing, so you missed it. So I missed it.
So you guys head towards the Trove Traders. Got it in one. Really need to think about things before I name them.
It's the triple T.
So you head there as you enter. So it's outside is kind of run down farming kind of equipment on the outside, and as you enter the doors, it's like dolled up on the inside. Lots of like lacy shit flowing from the roof and all fancy stuff on the inside, like velvet and stuff. It's very much played down on the outside, fancy on the inside, but it's still the kind of low quality fancy, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So
Yep,
yeah,
makes
you
sense.
guys enter and Sven is there. And he's like, "Oh, you guys are back. You didn't die. Congratulations."
Yep, still alive.
Is there something you require? Maybe another hand axe?
Oh, I mean, you said something about potions having been restocked by now. If not, I understand. But
Uh, yes. We did get a stock in. It only came in this morning. Give me a second. And he like goes out the back through these like kind of like the beaded door frame beads, but he kind
oh
of
yeah,
like he tries to go through gracefully, and he kind of gets caught up in them and
no one goes
tangled.
through those gracefully. It's impossible.
Goes out the back, and he comes back carrying a wooden crate that's filled with like not sawdust. Fucking words. Like uh, paper that's been paper ribbons, kind of like as a bubble wrap, kind of
Packing material.
packing material.
Yeah, we got
And
there.
thank you. Fucking hell, I could picture it. You know, the paper string that they kind of use as like nesting for
Yeah.
glass bottles. Yeah, that stuff. I just don't know
Yeah.
what it's fucking called for the life of me.
Packing material.
Yeah, packing material will do.
Shredded paper? I don't know.
Yeah.
Confetti.
No, not
Ticker
confetti.
tape.
So there are 3 health potions. There's one smaller one and 2 large ones in there.
Oh yeah, that sounds promising.
These are the ones that came in today. I don't know why I'm doing that voice. Uh,
Because you forgot Sven's accent. It's been so long since you used Sven.
Sven doesn't have an accent.
Well, there you go.
There was a fancy pants guy that owns the place, but he's in here.
That's because Sven. It's because Sven's the guy who really runs shit.
He's came in today. No.
No. No. All right, what do we got here?
There are 2 superior and 1 regular healing potions.
Oh, okay. How much for the superior? Just checking.
That's what I'm looking up now. Because
Yeah, good
I
luck
don't
with
know how
that.
to DM.
My understanding generally is that the price of healing potions is a little more than exponential.
Well, I think the regular healing potions are 50 gold. From
Regular
memory.
generally 50. The general consensus across the board in all of D&D is standard healing potions are 50. From that point on, it's apparently open to interpretation, but in most cases, from what I've seen, it seems to be sort of exponential. It's like a greater is 100.
I will say.
Oh, there we go. Thank you,
Holy
Nelio.
shit! So
51,
superior.
50, 400. Yeah,
So
it's
the
more
one
than
that
exponential. It's more than an exponential increase. It's fucking nuts.
I will say the greater. I forgot there was a greater between
Yeah,
basic and
I was gonna say superior is batshit.
superior is 2,000 to 2,500 gold. So
Yeah,
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 we'll go greater.
we're talking level 20 characters get superiors.
51, 50, 400. Yep, that sounds good. Thanks, Nelio. So we'll say
Well,
the greater
the
is
greater the
150 each, and then
How about I'll get the standard and one greater. How does that sound?
no worries. So I can do that for 200.
Done.
Uh, are you requiring a hand axe?
I'm good at the moment. Actually, I still have them both. Fuck, I should probably actually have greater hidden potion. Manage inventory.
What about you, friend? Do you need anything?
Um, I'll probably just grab the other large healing potion you have there.
Inventory.
Great. So just 150.
150.
Yeah, I don't haggle. I'm a dumbass.
Yeah, I was thinking about. Right, but we're loyal customers. Would you say 125?
Roll a.
Oh
Damn,
god,
be
it goes
giving
up
them
to
ideas.
Supreme?
Persuasion.
Yeah, roll persuasion. Let me roll my shiny, shiny dice. He looks and goes, do 130 for you, assuming you seem to buy a lot of hand axes.
With that, 130 it is.
Now,
Is there
greater
anything else
healing,
I can...
greater potion of healing is in the D&D Beyond, and if you may notice that cost is a dead line, empty line.
So it's up to GM discretion.
DM discretion, yeah.
Yeah, so 130 for that. Anything else I can help you guys with?
That's
Are
all the
you,
potions, isn't it?
that was all three.
Yeah.
I have yeah, I got plenty of rations. I'm good. I've got 3 bottles of rum. Fucking hell, I
You
am
guys heading out again,
good.
or
Yeah, we're heading out with more goblins to find.
are you? Which way are you headed?
Lord Silvano?
Are you going through Savannah?
We're going to stop off there, yeah.
Yeah.
Do you by any chance there's a guard there named
Give me a sec.
Dave.
Dave. Oh, yeah, I know
He's only
Dave.
look. If I give you 20 gold back from your purchase, would you be able to deliver something to him from me?
Sure.
He
100%. I enjoy talking to Dave. He's fun. I just realised that smoke was more sinister than it.
Yeah, no, that's you say sure.
Yeah, certainly. I love Dave. He's a load of fun.
I need you to
Insane.
roll. Yeah, I need you to roll a deception or a what's the other one? Fucking persuasion. But I don't want to know what it is, so just roll a straight d20. I've got your stats.
Yeah,
they're both the same, aren't they?
it's gonna pop up on the roll 20 anyway.
Okay. Let's see what I roll. Alright.
I was being sincere,
19.
motherfuckers. I was looking forward to hanging out with to interacting with Dave because I enjoy
So-
scaring the fuck out of him.
So you're being genuine in delivering. Yep. He looks at you and there's this like second of doubt.
Oh, right, yeah, and I
then-
immediately see that. I go, oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, I'll totally look forward to hanging out with Dave. I love him. He's loads of fun. I did kind of make him wet himself, one of our interactions.
With that, he's like, all right, look, give me a second. And he goes back through the bees and you see him like, fucking, god damn it. And he's gone for about 10 minutes and you hear him in the back and he's like, god fucking. And he comes out holding this small, wooden, intricate carved box. And he's like, this needs to get to Dave.
Okay, cool. What's in it?
Usually I would send a courier, but if you're heading that direction anyway.
Yep, not a problem. What's in it?
Roll.
I just straight up ask. I'm not fucking.
Yeah,
afraid.
no. Roll a. It's to see whether or not you can. I guess persuasion again. To see if you can persuade him to tell you what's in it.
Yeah, not with a dirty one.
How do you? Oh Jesus. Oh.
I can roll a dirty one because I got a -1
Yeah.
to my charisma.
He looks at you and goes, "Look, it is a gift from someone in town. That's all you need to know."
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. That's fair enough.
And
I
he
will
takes
take it.
like tissue paper, wraps it with this metal-like ribbon, and as he seals it, he takes a ball of wax, and he places it on it. He mutters a few words, and the wax melts
Rude.
around the ribbon and like solidifies.
That's rude.
And he hands it over to you and goes, "He'll know what to do."
I immediately recognize that he's making sure that I can't peek in later,
Yep.
which I was 100% going to do.
Yep.
That's rude.
Says the person that's going to look into a gift for someone else.
Dude, I wasn't going to take anything. I just wanted to see what it was. Fine. Let's see how it is.
Alright, was there anything else that you guys wanted from the Triple T?
Any cool weapons?
Weapon stocks haven't been replenished since you were here
I mean,
last.
it's all good. I just dropped 2. Oh, wait. I'm getting paid
So,
extra.
yeah, you got 20 gold
20
back.
gold back.
Yep.
So I just dropped 180 gold, so I'm not as flush as I was, so fair enough.
Alright, so you guys are heading southwest.
Southwest, yep.
Southwest.
It's probably about lunchtime by this stage, and
Yep.
Silvano's about a day and a half travel.
No worries.
So you head out on the road and start traveling. I need someone to roll a d20. Just a straight d20.
I got it.
Point
Straight
in the right
D20.
direction.
Yeah, that's because I put the images in the right spot after looking at where the stream says.
Oh no.
And as long as my internet holds up, everyone's going to stay where they are.
Alright, so
Oh no.
as you guys leave Dorelia, there's like the wind starting to pick up and rain clouds come over. You travel for about 3 hours and the rain starts to hit. And it gets to a point where you're
I like this.
do we keep going or we're already drenched? Like, you guys are pretty much drenched to the bone. But
Right,
you
well, I'm already wet.
see off the path that you're following, there is a wood area that you can kind of maybe take refuge in.
I mean, Blazier's got wings, right? One for yourself,
Mhm.
one for me. That'd be neat. It's up to you.
I mean, if you're keen to keep going, then
I mean, hell, I'm happy as long as it doesn't get high enough that I'm likely to drown.
don't think that'll take long.
Ow. Yeah, it won't take as long for me as it will for you, but I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know how much you feel it on your wings, or if that's a nuisance. Because I mean, I know I don't like it when it hits me in the face. Shut up.
I didn't say anything.
But you were thinking it.
There was no turkeys around. So
12-year-old minds.
So we press on through the rain.
Yeah. Sounds like a plan. Let's keep on going. We kind of know the way by this point.
Yep. All right. So you continue to head through. The rain gets heavier and heavier, and it's getting to the point where it's hard to see like 10 feet in front of you, 5 feet in front of you.
All right, this is getting ridiculous.
And then the hail starts.
Oh god! All right, right. Okay. Ow! Ow! Ow!
Yep,
It's
let's take
bouncing
cover.
off the ground, hit me in the face. Don't like this. Shelter! Shelter! Shelter!
There is. I'll say you guys travel for another 45 minutes before this happened. You guys are following a road that leads through. It's kind of like the road's raised, and there's these drip either side of it, which are now filling with water, like streams. The water's like hitting the road and then flowing off to the sides, but then they like death by hail.
What a way to end a campaign. Party's killed by the hail.
Too real, man. Too real. So there's like these dips either side of the road which collect the water, and then it like goes back up and levels out, and there's like trees and cover. So if you want to get to some kind of cover, you'd have to kind of go through these, either jump or go. Blaze could fly.
Yeah.
Through these creeks that
Well,
are now filling up higher and
la-dee-da.
higher. So currently it's about 2 foot of water, but the water is starting to flow back towards, down towards Silvano.
I mean, start considering, can we build a boat to ride the?
It's not. I should
Damn it.
clarify. It is not like a strong current heading down that direction. It's just that's the direction that it's like floating.
Just as quickly as the thought jumps into my head, it is just as quickly dismissed. When I go, dude, that's still not even up to my ankles. It's not deep enough for us to do that. You're an idiot. You stupid gnome.
So you guys are heading towards like trees.
Yeah. Any
Shelter.
sort of cover on the side of the road.
Any kind of shelter at this point, because ow. Oh, this hurts.
For reference, I'll use this. Let me bring people along with that.
A straight road.
Yes. Alright. So, reference. So there's. I don't have water.
It's alright. Hang on.
Water. There we go. Easy. I swear to God, I am a DM.
Zip. Oh no, that's how a DM does that shit. I run for that tree.
Yep. I will say you guys make it there, no issue. But it'd be... You guys haven't really travelled much. You've been in Dorelia and you're based there, but you do know the area. And usually when these kind of storms hit, they hang around for a while.
Ah, shit. Right. You mean like more than a few hours? We're talking like probably the rest of the day.
Yeah.
Shit. All right, well, I guess I am going to climb this tree. I think we're camping here for the night.
You're going to climb the tree?
I'm going to try.
Make an athletics. Acrobatics.
fuck you.
Oh no.
You watch plays as Zaus is like jumping to try to grab the lowest branch, and he's just like, and it's the lowest branch is like 4 feet above where he's jumping.
I roll my ankle.
I still don't know why you were trying to climb the tree.
The closer I am to the trunk, the less chance I have of getting hit by hailstones. And
I mean,
also
these are pretty big trees.
Yeah, but also the less chance I have of getting washed down the road.
Ah, true. All right.
Hey, Blaze,
So
you want to
after-
try and hurl me up this tree?
Can I like walk up next to him and like try and grab him by the scruff of his shirt and try and lift him? Can I do a strength check to see if
Yeah.
I can even lift him?
Roll a strength check.
By the scruff of the shirt, not a fucking chance.
I
It's
don't
just
know
the
what your
top one,
strength
right?
is. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Top
Yeah.
strength. 11. I would say that you managed to hook him underneath his arms. And,
I mean,
like,
proper uppies, you get them underneath the armpits, but
actually, you're trying to fly, yeah?
I'm just gonna walk up the side of the tree, so I'm just gonna drag him up.
that's right.
Oh,
It's not
yeah,
a fucking
you've got the
spider climb.
fucking spider climb.
Yeah.
Broken.
Alright, I'll say that it takes a bit and you almost drop him a couple of times, but you manage to get him to maybe 6 feet up, which is like that first branch.
Close enough. Close enough.
He's off the ground.
Yeah.
Yeah, off the ground. I'm just like
It's
leaning.
about this time that you hear of lightning striking.
I immediately start looking around to see if there's any trees around that are taller than this one.
Make a perception check. At disadvantage
God.
because it is raining like fuck and you're in the middle of a tree.
Fair enough.
With a
Holy
12.
shit.
It's hard to see. You've got about maybe 15 feet worth of vision through the heavy rain. And then...
Okay. Odds I stay in the tree, evens I jump out. I stay in the tree.
This tree here gets... You hear the... It's weird. Just before you hear a sound, you feel your skin go all, like, crackly.
My
And
beard
you-
gets frizzy.
Yeah. And you...
Fucking God!
And this tree here, like...
Explodes.
No, it doesn't explode. You see this, like, red... Like, it light hit it. But the tree's intact, but you see red emitting from it and smoke. But the tree itself is intact.
And not destroyed, not on fire, not
Oh,
burned.
it's... Embers are glowing and smoke's pouring out of it, but it didn't explode like Splinter.
Huh. Well,
Well, that was very odd.
yeah, but at least you hit that tree, am I right?
From the background. That was probably louder than I expected it to be, sorry.
Sounded about the same.
And every, like, 3 to 5 seconds, you're hearing lightning strikes.
Fuck, this is insane.
And the rain gets heavier. The hail gets bigger.
Oh, this sucks.
About 25 minutes goes by. It eases up. The lightning strikes seem to stop. The rain's still heavy, but there's no hail. And
I think it's time to go, buddy.
We'll make a run for it.
At least to the next tree. As long as it's shorter than this one, I jump down.
This tree over here,
Yeah, that one there.
that one is shorter than the one you're in.
I leap out and scurry.
The rain kind of good to know. Thanks. Sorry.
Yeah, it sounds good.
It's really hard to tell with headphones on. I really don't like playing with headphones. But you hear the sound of like thunder moving further away. You do like the counting, the lightning strike, the thunder. You figure the storm is actually moving further away than where you guys are.
Okay, cool. I think we're good.
The rain's still heavy though, and
Is
you've
the
got
road
about
still a river?
the river's actually wider than it was. So either side of the road, it is now probably about 4 feet across. And because it's been raining for like probably close to an hour by this stage, and it's like flash flood to either side.
Leaving Mundina, I get that. All right. Well, let's follow the river and keep on heading because let's face it, at this point it's only water. We ain't getting any wetter, and we're not getting bludgeoned anymore.
Okay.
You guys have lost about half a day's travel, and
Fantastic.
so it starts to get dark. It's storming, so it's already dark, but it starts to get darker. And it's probably about 5 o'clock, but it's starting to feel a bit like 7 o'clock at night.
Yeah.
Where it's getting close to, I'm not going to be able to travel any further.
All right. Let's set up camp, I guess. It's going to be a shit one because I don't think we're going to be able to get a fire going in this. I mean, I've got rum, but sure the hell I ain't using that to start a fire.
Oh no, that's fine. I guess we just keep sort of running down, trying to look for more of a heavier tree line.
Yeah, that sounds good. Make sure we're away from the taller trees, though. Just in case another electrical storm happens while we're sleeping.
So guys, are you continuing on through the night, or are you stopping and trying to camp?
I think I'm going to stop at my camp.
Yeah.
So you guys, I'd say,
Let's face it, this rain and this storm has left us a certain level of done.
yeah, it's nothing worse than when you go camping and it rains and it's just like it sucks everything out of you.
I've fucking been there. I was also, that particular camping trip, I wasn't just camping, I was bivvying. I didn't have a tent, we had a sheet of plastic.
I would say that for the sake of this, you guys find I can't add trees because that would involve adding trees.
Trees out!
Yeah, that's right.
Trees up!
We'll say like this tree here. It's like a
full thicket.
yes. You're able to
between here, and here is just a thicket of trees.
You're able to kind of have enough dry area. It's not the ground's still wet. Yeah, I'd say like between these two trees.
But it's, say, wet pine needles as opposed to soggy mud.
Yes. So you kind of figure you can. Let me add I don't know if you can see that. We'll say this is like 6 or 7 trees that are high enough that it kind of blends in with the grass. But yeah,
I get it.
Yeah, we
6
get
or
the
7
idea.
trees, so it's enough cover to. It's not stopping the rain, but it's enough to bed
Stay
down
relatively dry.
and
Yeah.
you know. I don't think you'd be able to start a fire unless you. Do you guys have tinder boxes and
I do.
supplies and
Ah, it's all
stuff
good.
to-
I got a
I
tinder
got
box.
ideas.
I have a tinderbox. Plus, this guy can like throw fire from his hands.
Yeah, so basically when we finally find this sort of, wet patch area and stuff like that, I'm going to press my hands into the grass just below the tree, and I'm going to cast Prestidigitation and try and dry out.
Ooh, that's not it.
It says one cubic foot.
To dry.
Well, I mean, is this to clean
I knew
or
it can clean or warm.
soil?
I knew it can clean or warm, but I didn't realize it
Clean,
could dry.
warm.
There's so many things this spell can do. It's
Yeah.
fucking bizarre.
Instantly
I've
light
got
a
like
candle
50
or a
feet.
torch.
I got like 50 feet of rope. I was willing to sacrifice some of it to just
Coil a
And-
snake and
and let that shit burn and let that shit burn, just so that we've got enough to actually warm out and dry a log.
I've got an idea actually. Salston, stand back for a second.
Alrighty. I step back.
I am going to cast Burning Hands and hold my hands out.
We're
I'm gonna
gonna
shoot
set the forest on fire.
thin
Actually,
sheet of. I mean, it's raining, so
best time to do it.
Yeah, 15-foot cone along the ground. Just
yep.
burn out the ground.
All right.
You
Yeah.
instantaneously light a small campfire. Prestidigitation.
I mean, I'm just gonna put that
But
there
nah,
just
Yeah.
for
I prefer
reference.
burning hands.
I will
Just burn
say
a
that
spell slot for this bitch.
I will say that you kind of it's touch, isn't it?
Burning
No,
hand.
it's a cone.
Burning hand is a cone.
Yeah.
So you emit this like 15-foot cone from where you are out, and it like the instant heat crackles. You hear the water like bubbling as the heat hits, and the pine needles and stuff that are on the ground start to catch, and it's dries it out enough to create a fire, and a sustainable, continuous fire for the time being.
Yeah. So I'm gonna quickly.
It also
bundle-
like singes the fuck out of the trunk of the tree to
Awesome.
actually with 11 damage.
I mean, I'm more or less got my back to the tree and I'm aiming at the ground. My idea was
Well-
just to clear out some
There's
dry
like
area.
in that
Basically, I'm
circle
standing
area.
here and he aims
yeah,
in here.
Yeah.
in that circle area, there's like 8 trees.
Yeah,
It's like a heavy. That's how you've got like your cover.
Yeah.
So you will be hitting trees, but it's like mostly outer damage. It doesn't. It just kind of like sparks on the outside, and the bark kind of catches a bit and smokes a lot. But the ground
There's a few dead
itself,
bugs.
yeah. You hear a squirrel very unhappy.
So yeah, I'm gonna try and bundle a bunch of the dry sort of pine needles and debris and maybe a few sticks into the center of the area to continue to keep the fire going.
Yep.
And then, yeah.
Yeah, no worries. That's you managed to create a sustainable fire, even with the rain going. As long as the rain doesn't increase, you feel that you'll be able to keep this going as long as you tend to it throughout the night.
Yeah.
I think we'll be good here. Yep.
All right. Well, Zalston, if you take first watch, sort of just tend to the fire a little bit. Wake me up if it goes out. I can restart it. Otherwise, when I wake up,
Not a
yeah,
problem.
I'll just make sure it's.
I immediately pour half of one of my bottles of rum onto it.
Where did you get this rum?
Oh, I picked it up from somewhere. I got like 3 fucking bottles of rum.
No, no.
So that's 3 liters of rum. So I'm
No,
down
no, no,
to-
no. This is this particular bottle of rum. Where did you get it from?
I pull it out of my backpack.
No, no, no. Like, I mean, where did you acquire it?
I don't remember. I think I picked it up from Sylvanus. I got some from him. I bought some. I bought some from the Triple T before we headed out ages ago, and I've been.
All
working on it.
right. Roll a d20 for me. Just a straight d20. Yeah, no, it's fine. Depending on where you got it, depending on how you
I
rolled,
see.
was depending on if it was high enough alcohol content to actually burn, or if it had been
Put the
watered
fire
down.
Okay. With a 17, what
But
happens?
yeah, you're fine.
Okay. Quantity 2.5.
All right. So
Oh, it won't let me. Fine, I drink the other half.
you could just make a side note. No,
Yeah,
I
no.
drink the other half.
I drank the other half.
All right.
Over the course of my entire watch.
Yeah. All right. Well, make a perception check then. If we're doing watches, are we doing 2 watches each, or are we doing the amalgamated, saying that you do half
We
watch
break
each?
it up. We break it up over the course of the whole
Yeah.
thing.
All right. All right. That one. So.
Do what you're gonna do.
You're sitting there and you're hearing the rain dripping, and you're watching the fire crackle, and you're pouring your drinks.
Taking a swig, pouring some out.
You suddenly discover there is no sound. You can't hear the rain. You can't hear the fire. And before you get a chance to react, you suddenly see this blur of fur and green skin as you are taken, knocked unconscious, and dragged away from the campsite.
Fuck!
And that's where we're going to end tonight's session.
Motherfucker.
Thank you for rolling a fucking that one.
You
All right.
Me being stolen for once. Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the ups, downs like this is now. You got to figure out how to fucking rescue me.
Yeah.
Enjoy that, buddy.
All right. Thank you for tuning in, Dana and Nelio. And if anyone else watches this after the fact,
Oh, there's
thanks.
3 other people that were in there at one point, I noticed. But
Yeah. I don't know who's here.
well, we at one point we got up to 8 viewers. That was cool.
Oh, jeez. That's
Yeah.
impressive.
I mean, let's face it, 3 of them were us.
Yeah. But anyway, thank you for watching, and love, peace, chicken grease, and all that. And we will see you next week, where we pick up from this chaotic scene.
Where I get to spend the first half of it drunk and not there.
Thanks, guys. See you later.
Yeah.